Hello everybody, welcome to Cooking with Karen. Today, we're gonna do some, I don't know what you wanna call it. Pigs in the blanket, cabbage, stuffed cabbage roll, whatever you wanna call it is what it's gonna be, okay? Look, I'm gonna do a couple different ones. I'm gonna do a vegetable one. You know the reason why. I know. I'm always picking on my sister, but she doesn't like meat. Not a lot of meat. She doesn't like ground meat. She doesn't like the texture. I don't know why, but anyways, that's beside the point. She's a pain in my ass anyways. But anyways, here we are. I have hamburger, cabbage, tomatoes. This stuff here, quinoa I say, but my sister says it's, I forgot what she told me. Quinoa. Where the hell do you get quinoa out of Quinoa? I have no clue. Quinoa. We're gonna try this. I've never used it before. Well, I'm gonna use it. We got rice, quinoa. Quinoa is what I say it is. I have some tomatoes. This is my chili mix tomatoes. Then I have a regular jar of tomatoes. I thought I did, but it's over there. I have some cheese, onions, peppers, garlic. I have some of these things here. What are they called? Capers. Some olive oil. Some ground cumin, dillweed, parsley, allspice, and that's about it. And of course that cabbage, which is a pain in the butt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, clear it up, and then we're gonna start from the beginning. It's gonna be real quick, but it's not really quick, okay? I'm gonna show you the process, and then you'll be able to do it. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back with what I'm gonna start with anyways. Okay, we gotta have the cabbage, okay? And this is a pain in the rear end. I'm gonna do it real quick. I've already taken the cabbage leaves off the cabbage. That's the trick, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a cabbage, you're gonna do a big pot of water. This was my pot of water. You're gonna take your head of cabbage, which I got this like 10-pound thing of cabbage. You're gonna throw it in the water and you're gonna like boil it for like 5, 6, 7 minutes. Take it out and then you're gonna peel back the leaves, okay? Then you're gonna throw it back in and cook it another couple minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Bring it back out, take another couple leaves out. That's the worst part of this whole meal, okay? So, I did a few, and now we're gonna get started with the filling. Okay, so we're gonna start my sister's first. I'm gonna put some rice in, okay? It's raw, okay? It's not cooked. I'm gonna put a cup in. Should I just do a cup or should I do 2 cups? We'll do 2. Who cares? We'll figure this out. Okay, 1 cup of, I never did this before, okay, you guys? This is brand new for me too. I mean, I've done the cabbage rolls, I just haven't done this recipe. And I'm kind of going with a recipe, but I'm faking it along the way because I'm putting in what I want to put in. Okay, so I'm gonna put a cup of this stuff. What the hell is this stuff called again? Quinoa. Okay, I need English classes or something because I have no idea what this stuff is. It's a flour or something, but I'm putting it in here. Okay, and I'm gonna put some peppers in. I don't know how many. You're gonna have to eyeball it like I am. So with the 3 cups of stuff that I have in here, I'm probably gonna put a half a cup of peppers. Probably the same amount of onion, okay? And I'm gonna put some garlic in. I already chopped it all up, so you guys don't have to sit there and look at me, all right? All right, so I thought maybe I'd throw some capers in because she's a caper freak. I don't know if it's gonna taste good, but capers taste good, right? So I'm putting them in anyways. Like they said, you don't have to go by a recipe. You go by whatever you have in your pantry, you know. You got pickles in it, put pickles. Who cares? If you like pickles. I'm gonna put some parsley in. Okay, put probably a tablespoon anyways. Put a little dill in. I'm only gonna put maybe a half a teaspoon of dill. Okay, and I'm gonna put some cumin in. I'm trying to make this a Spanish rice type deal. Time will tell, okay? Cumin. And the reason I'm only putting a half a teaspoon is because I'm using a chili mix, my chili tomatoes, and I have cumin in that, so I don't want to overdo it, the cumin. This here is allspice. We're just gonna put maybe half a teaspoon of that in. All right. Gonna put some salt, and some pepper. Okay. And I'm gonna put some chunk tomatoes in this. It's me, Luigi, chill out. Okay, I'm gonna put maybe half this can in. Okay, and I'm just gonna mix this up. You know what? This kind of looks like, well, I don't know. I'll put a little oil in there. Because when you cook rice, you're supposed to put a little oil in. So, and the reason why I'm not cooking this rice is because the recipe tells me not to. And the rice cooks in the sauce when you cook it. This is going to cook for about 45 minutes. Okay? So, what I do is I'm mixing this all up. Okay? So while I'm mixing this up, I'm gonna leave you so I can clean up a little bit and get everything around, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're back, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take my cabbage roll. Look how big these leaves are. You know, if you want, you can cut them down, whatever. But there's some big veins or whatever you want to call them. I'm just cutting them out. Cut them out. These are my food shears, so don't worry. I'm not hurting anybody. I only use these for food, okay? Now you put, I don't know, maybe a couple tablespoons in, not too much. So don't forget that once it starts cooking, it's gonna expand, okay? So all you do is just kind of tuck it and fold it, okay? And then you fold it up like that, and you got pretty little cabbage roll. Like I said, the hardest part of this is cooking the cabbage. I'll make a couple small ones there. Is it in your way? Okay. My sister. Back at it again today. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more for you, and then I'm gonna let you off the hook, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll do the meat one. The meat one I'm gonna do a little different, okay? The meat one I'm gonna do more Italian style. Now, most people, when they make cabbage rolls, they make it with tomato soup, okay? They do basically the same thing. They put the rice, the hamburger, onion, and then they pour tomato soup over it and then cook it. That's more traditional way, I guess, they make. I'm not normal, okay? I like to throw things, put a little bit of a twist on it. So anyways, I'll be right back. now we're back. Okay, I have my my oven on 350. Okay, I'm gonna give this a little spray. Okay, then I'm going to take my tomatoes. Can you see that from there? I'm gonna take my can of tomatoes and I'm gonna put a little bit down on the bottom there. Okay, then I'm gonna put these cabbage rolls. These are kind of big, but you know what? Maybe they only eat one then. And I'm gonna put them in there just like this. Now I've done these on the stove too. And they work just fine. Okay, so I'm going to not cram them in there, so I'm gonna have to get another dish out. Okay, so once you're all done with that, I'm not bringing it towards me because I have my plastic down. I'm gonna put this over the top. Tomatoes. Now, like I told you before, some people just use tomato soup. If you want to use tomato soup, use whatever you want. It doesn't have to be soup. Okay? Now, I'm gonna throw that in the oven. I'm gonna cover this. Okay, so they're gonna kind of like steam in the whole 9 yards. And now you know that rice takes 20 minutes, 25 minutes when you do it on top of the stove. So now you gotta figure that, okay, 25 minutes, add another 20, 25 minutes to that, and this is gonna be done. All right, so cover it up and we'll throw it in the oven. And I'll be back and we'll do the meat one. All right, guys, I'm doing the exact same thing for the meat one that I did for the vegetable one, except for I'm gonna use a couple different spices. Okay, so I have the onions and peppers, the rice, the hamburger, the garlic. I'm gonna add the tomatoes. So everything's basically the same, okay, except for I'm gonna add some oregano. Now this is probably a pound, maybe a pound and a half of oregano, or of hamburger, and about 2 teaspoons of oregano. This one here is basil. This is my basil. I'm gonna put some basil in there. Okay, I'm going to put some parsley in. Probably a good tablespoon of parsley. Only because I like parsley. Okay, I'm gonna put some salt and pepper. And some cheese. Now, look at, I'm making it the way I want to make it. You make yours the way you want. I mean, anything goes. You know, I do what my family likes. The things if I go buy a recipe, you're going and you're buying this crazy stuff, and then you're only going to use it once and you throw the rest of it away. You know, just work out of your pantry. You know, you can do a lot. I can make something out of nothing. I'm telling you right now. And you can too. You just have to have confidence. This is going to be crazy good. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because I like everything. It's almost a meatloaf style, except for it's got rice in it. Okay? No breadcrumb, just rice. And what's going to happen is, well, it's going to be more like a stuffed pepper. How's that sound? But stuffed, it's going to be stuffed inside a cabbage instead. So I'm sure if you put your stuff, whatever you put in stuffed cabbage, it'll work. All right. Jesus, she's telling me to get off the... Look it, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to stuff a couple. Maybe she'll let me come back on to show you what I'm stuffing. Okay? So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I got a few done, so I'm going to get these started, okay? I'm going to put some tomatoes at the bottom. Those are the tomatoes I did, okay? Just going to put some I'm gonna put some of these rolls in. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna throw this in the oven. Okay. And like I said, you probably wouldn't do as many as I'm doing. Like I said, if you do it, throw it in the freezer. You have some for later. You don't have to eat it all. But if you have the stuff and you've already got it made, you may as well go one step further. Throw it in the freezer. Okay, so I got that here. I'm just going to load this on top. The tomatoes, swish it around a little bit. And my hands are clean. Like I keep forgetting to tell y'all, make sure your hands are clean when you cook. Okay. Okay, so let's give it a little salt and pepper. You know what? I'm gonna drizzle a little oil over it. You know why? Because I want to. There. All right. I'm gonna cover this, and it's gonna go in the oven. And I'll be back. Okay. Okay, we're back. All right. Now let's open this up and see what we got. Okay. Whew. Looks like we have some cabbage rolls. Okay. This ended up cooking for 50 minutes at 350. Probably because I made them so big. But anyways, we're gonna scoop one out. All right. Just scoop one out of here. All right, let's give it a little cut. I don't know if you could see that or not. Ooh, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's got all that rice and stuff in there. Now you can top this with some of the liquid that's left, or if you have some in the pan, but you can, I don't have the right spoon, but anyways, you can top it off with that. Okay, that's that one. Let's try another one. Let's see what this one looks like. Whew, this one's the meat one. Okay, let's yank one out. See what this one looks like. And this is what, I mean, put a little extra sauce on this and you're good to go. This one is, oh darn, this one isn't it. This was the other vegetable one, darn it. I had two vegetables and I picked the vegetable one. Hold on, let me get a different one. All right. This one is the meat one. Why? Because I could see it. Whew, that's hot. Now we can top this with some more of those tomatoes and some juice. I have a holy spoon, so I can't put juice in it. But here it is. Check that out. Doesn't it look nice? That one's gonna be the better one, not the vegetable one. But you know what? I'm gonna give this a go. This quinoa or quinoa, whatever you want to call it. I've never had it. My sister says she likes it, and she happened to be the one that bring it here, so I had to figure out something to do with it. All right, so I'm gonna tell you if it's any good. This vegetable one tastes like really, really similar to the Spanish rice. If there was meat in it, it'd have been beautiful, but it's still good. Still crazy good. And I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna try the one that I like with the meat. Okay, let's see what this one tastes like. Now, you know I'm not gonna lie to you, right? If it's not any good, I'm gonna tell you it's not any good. Ooh. This one is crazy good. This is almost like a meatloaf with rice in it. It's almost, oh, it's really good. Crazy good. Anyways, if y'all like this, give me a thumbs up, a like, a share if you'd like. Tell your friends. Don't forget I'm on YouTube. Try this recipe. It's really good. Now listen, some people do it with a tomato soup, which is good too. I just putting a twist on it. All right, I'll catch you next time. Manja manja. See you later.